Is the Christmas season from December 25th until February 2nd, which is Candlemas? Does it traditionally end at the 12 days of Christmas at Epiphany?
So the actual Christmas season, the broader liturgical season, extends all the way till February 2nd, which is the purification of the Virgin and the presentation of the child in the temple. And this is a hugely significant feast because this is when the Ark of the Covenant and the glory cloud of God's presence, which has been lost in the Old Testament, finally comes back into the temple, and Christ, as Redeemer of Israel and of the entire world, says, I'm here in his temple, he's in his holy place. And that's a very significant, hugely significant moment in the Gospel of Luke and in salvation history. But I guess if you want to say the more intense cycle of the Christmas season is the 12 days of Christmas. And it's that time between Christmas and Epiphany from December 25th to January 6th. And traditionally, after that, Epiphany had its own octave. The Feast of the Epiphany, because it's so important both in the East and the West, primarily, as Father Rock explained, in the East and then gradually into the West. But after the Feast of the Epiphany and the octave of the Epiphany, we kind of have that extended celebration of that Christmas time. Or the Sundays after Epiphany, as it were, until we have that Feast of the Purification on the 2nd.
Is it true that Epiphany is an older feast than Christmas?
So, as we said in the earlier question, they originated in different parts of the church. So, in terms of the Western church, Christmas is older. In terms of the Eastern church, Epiphany is older. But if we're kind of looking at the overall, it's kind of hard to tell. We know that in some places, probably like looking at Alexandria in Egypt, we have indications that a nativity type festival was being kept in the 200s, but probably not on December 25th yet. The earliest evidence we have in Rome for the December 25th Christmas is a calendar that was compiled in 354 BC, or sorry, AD, 354 AD. And the earliest reference we have to the Feast of Epiphany is in 361 AD. But just because these are the earliest references we have of 361 for Theophany or Epiphany and 354 for December 25th Christmas doesn't mean that that's when they were instituted. It's just the first record we have of them. So it's hard to really pin down when one or the other started to be celebrated. But again, one's older in the West and one's older in the East.